Ba ba da ba 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 da ba ba da ba 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 da da da.
Sounds good to me.
It's good enough. I'm just glad that I can go back there and get Shakomon and like not have to bother with this garbage. Oh.
Definitely
Thank
need to make
goodness.
sure about the evolution thingamabob, though.
Yeah. I know Shakomon does evolve, but I don't remember into what all. And I believe that whatever it evolves into, other things evolve into it. I mean, I guess I can look at the chart. Hold on. Yeah, that's evolved into by other things. That's evolved into by other things. And that's evolved into by one other things. So, yeah, I think getting it's the more important thing in that just because of how difficult it is, but afterwards I will have no longer need of it. So, nice and easy at that point. Hello, Eco, and hello, everyone, and welcome back to Two Bros Game Night. I am your host, Older Bro, and with me, as always, is Finn.
Hello! Should we be concerned about Eco?
No, I think Eco's just excited. Hold on. Southernmost
I don't know,
prefecture of Japan. Oh, I don't know. I thought it was Tokyo. No.
I thought it was Tokyo.
I know Okinawa is pretty south, but I don't remember. I don't know about the third one. I don't know what that is.
So, I mean, hovering over the icon, it says panic.
No, I think it's fine. I mean, if Eco's not fine, he'll let us know.
Understood. We trust you implicitly.
Yeah. Now, what the heck were we doing? Oh, right. Were we
Side missions.
Well, yeah. Off the. No, we'd done those.
Oh.
I believe we were. If I remember correctly, I believe we were going back to the place that we went to last time. Like the memory place. Yeah, Metropolitan. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Metropolitan office. Yeah. Not the underground, the Metropolitan office. Yes, yes. The Tokyo Metropolitan office. Oh. Okay, now this definitely looks like evil headquarters. Oh.
Fighting between the humans and powerful Digimon has already broken out in the area around the office. Natamon and all force Vidramon are preventing the battle from escalating. It's only a matter of time before the skill increases. And there's a powerful force field near the top of the level of the Metropolitan office. Leopardmon may be there.
You don't say. There's also a giant goddamn portal here. You'll be fine if Kyoko's with you, but still be careful. Thanks. Don't worry about the city, I'll take care of it. Do what you need to do. You be careful. Okay, yep. Alright, well, it's time to walk into the Metropolitan office. Honestly, this doesn't look much different than what I expected it to look like. Just normally. Like, is this really that corrupted? We've seen labyrinths much worse. Friends help each other when things get rough, otherwise they'll regret it. I don't need you to tell me that, Mom!
Mom!
Come on, friend's a bit rough right now. You sure you're up for it? Do you really want to work? Neither of these are good responses.
These are awful.
Like, Lord.
These are both... Mom! Come on, Mom, I'm an adult!
What's wrong with you, Mom?
God.
Can't go that way. We'll just take the elevators. So there's 4 elevators. for some reason. And only one is blue, so I'm going to assume. Oh, we can go to the 13th? Of course we can go to the 13th floor. What other floor would we be able to go to?
Prepare for hell.
Oh, god damn it. Is this the Pokemon puzzle?
Depends on what you mean by the Pokemon puzzle, because
from OG Gen 1 with all the damn teleporters. The Giovanni building where it's like, let's go into every floor.
You're talking about Sabrina, right? The Sabrina Gym teleport maze?
Well, I was specifically talking about the one where you have to go get the Silph Scope, so Silph Co. But yeah, same thing.
I'm gonna say ish to that.
Yeah. I was gonna say they're the same puzzle, so like if it's sort of one, it's sort of the other.
Sort of.
By the way, guys, I'm very happy to say that I finally got the chart of all the Digimon in this game done. Which means I can get started on the actual thing I was working on, which is the custom chart for this game. Oh god, there's so many elevators! Why did you need this many elevators?
I mean, usually it's nice to have that many elevators.
No, it isn't! What? How many buildings have you been in that needs more than 2 elevators?
I've been in plenty that need more. Like, specifically, it depends on how tall the building is.
I guess. So that one also goes to the 14th floor. Sure, why not?
Start exploring.
Yeah, that's the problem, is it's just gonna be all exploring at this point.
Up.
Yep, there's a fall down, so great. SP capsules. What do you want? No. I feel like this is bullshit. Maybe of those 3, it's the southernmost prefecture, but like, that feels like bullshit. Because there are islands that are part of Japan that are not they're way more south than Tokyo. Like, are none of those part of a prefecture?
I do not know Japan's map well enough to answer that.
Well enough either.
Like, is Okinawa a...
Okinawa is a city.
City.
I think it's a city. No, it's an island.
I just remember that from one of the Yakuza games.
Yeah. Let's try this elevator to the 14th floor. Okay, so I could drop down, or I could not be stupid. Back to the 13th floor. Okay. So this is a drop down. Let's not go that way. Chrome Digizord. Oh, what do you want, Mom? Won't be reckless. Nope.
Now you really do sound like how this game wanted you to feel about that message.
Okay, let me check.
What do you want, Mom?
Oh, hey, it's Hercules and Terramon. Oh no, I'm fighting myself.
This is in Persona.
You say that, but like, some of these characters look like they could be from Persona.
That's fair.
Developed. You're my pride and joy. I don't know what's happening, but I won't abandon you. Well, very appreciated, Mom.
At least Mom took it in a good light.
I mean, there wasn't much else she could do at that point. Oh, 15! Unfortunately, I think that means we progressed. Hey, listen, I finally did it. Did something happen at school? Did something happen with Sakura? Don't cop an attitude, just tell me! Did something happen with Sakura? I mean, I feel like this answers the question.
Oh, wonderful.
Finally! Okay, hold on.
There
So
we go.
this middle one doesn't make any sense. Congrats is the right answer, but I really want to answer finally.
There you go.
Just like this is like all those romance animes where it's just like the two of you are going to have sex. But at this point, it's just the show does not want to actually. Of course, it's no power to the. Wait, what?
The show kind of goes like, oh, a relationship. Teehee.
Let's take 30 years.
Oh, I couldn't possibly show my affection for Senpai.
Yup.
Or whatever.
It's just like, what the heck? Revival capsules. The goal is to get to the top, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, this definitely feels like Silph Co. Just... Except instead of having any of the teleporters, it's just all elevators.
At least for this game, it's the... I want to say... I don't know if I want to call it the penultimate or just the final, real area.
Yeah. Now we're on the 29th floor. Okay, so I think I have to go back to the 29th floor to the other one. The last one was at. Okay.
Look at my cool kneecaps.
So I've asked this before, but why does she have a bulb in between her head and her breasts? Why is there, like, why does she have that, like, pink bulb there? It's just so...
It's an Eve apple.
I don't think I can mentally handle the concept of the apple just being that.
Okay. I don't know what you want me to say.
It's two on the nose!
It's probably nothing. I don't really know or see what you're talking about. I'm gonna close my eyes.
Just close your eyes. Nothing's happening here. It's just jelly donuts.
Oh, not the jelly donuts. What does the jelly donuts have anything to do with anything right now?
I don't know. Yeah, it was the other one. People love to still to this day people love to shit on
Brock.
well, yes, but specifically
yeah.
on 4Kids for that. And it's just like, no. Nobody in America knew what the hell a rice ball was. It made perfect sense for them to do that. Get over your weeaboo self thinking that people in the 90s knew what rice balls were.
Them fighting words.
Look, as an anime fan, I understand why people don't like it. But it is insane to make the argument that it was a bad decision for them to change it, given the context in which the show was made.
Localization. Disgusting. Why would we want the kids to know exactly what Brock is talking about? Even if it's...
Like, just imagine that instead of doing that, they instead added a 5-minute interlude where they had to explain what rice balls were.
Yeah, that sounds kind of bad.
Yeah, that would have been the alternative. And it's like, no. Just call it a jelly donut. Because that's the closest thing an American has to a rice ball. Also, Ash was better when he was done by 4Kids. He was savage. He was actually fun to listen to.
Actual banter between your characters?
Yeah, can't have that.
No. Gotta be pure main character.
We've got to make it so that he's, we've got to make it so that he is so bland of a character that, he can't recognize any sexual encounter, like, any sexual situations at all. Despite the fact that the entire first 2 seasons, he was constantly yelling at Misty for her thinking she was hot and telling her she was stupid for thinking that. But have a girl say, like, vaguely act like she likes him, and Ash can't detect that anymore, because that's... No. He has to be too stupid to know what that is.
Too dense for you.
Yeah. It's like, Ash was not dense in the original show. Which is kind of a shock, because most anime main characters are super dense. He was not super dense.
That leads me to wonder if that is consistent with the Japanese interpretation of Ash.
I don't know. It's a good question.
Because the question is twofold. Because is it that Pokemon made Ash more dense, or is it that
I also don't...
kids push a version of Ash that was edgy and kind of fun?
Yeah, and that's the other problem. That's the other side of it, is that because I don't know if I know that the Pokemon Company does the dubbing now. Well, they did it ever since, like, I think Gen 5 was when they started doing the dubbing themselves, and it was 4Kids up to all before that. I don't know if the Pokemon Company... I don't know who did the Japanese version. Because the Pokemon Company as an entity didn't exist when the anime started. So I don't know if Nintendo themselves did it, or exactly who did the original Japanese dub. But yeah, that is a great question, because you're right. It is absolutely possible that Ash in Japan is the same Ash that we have now in English. In which case, it's like, okay, yeah, it's more accurate, but the accurate version sucks.
Like, just based on the animation alone, I can't really imagine Ash not being super sarcastic and stuff. Right? Because obviously, like, Misty responds, typically.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows if that's just excellent usage.
Oh yeah, dubbing the lip flaps is like, it seems like something that should be difficult, but no, dubbing houses have been very good for decades about making it work no matter the cost. Like,
right,
they will find a way to make it fit. Again, one of the most famous ones was
Godzilla.
Yeah, one of the most famous ones was Ghost Stories dub, where they literally just had well, again, the entire show was just basically an abridged, but made officially by the dubbing company. But there was definitely a section in there where they just straight up had a character going and speaking at about 1,000 miles a second, just being like, "Oh my god, these are the fastest lip flaps I've ever had to sync." And it's just like, we don't give a shit. We're just gonna make it work.
Hey, Carpet.
Hey, Carpet. Yeah, dubbing can be hit or miss. That's true. It can absolutely be hit or miss.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've fallen behind in my work on anime, because what I used to do with anime was every time I would watch the first episode in sub and dub and determine which one was better, and then just watch the show from there. And I have found myself falling more into the dub.
Into the dub. You're a dubber?
Generally, I find that, here's the thing. There are shows that I can only watch subbed. There are not a lot of them. They were probably ones that were definitely released in America before they were subbed, or before they were dubbed at all, and they were just subbed. No, this one just doesn't count. Yeah, I'm probably like 8 seasons behind Hiro Aka at this point. Okay, here's another picture. Yeah, I'm quite lost in this mess of...
Can't be behind an anime if you never started.
Well, that's fair. But yeah, my mindset on it has more or less coalesced into, I recognize that it's true. It's true that you can absolutely watch anime sub or dubbed and enjoy. There's no argument there. But I think that there's arguments in both directions. You can absolutely sit back and say that there is context that will exist in the sub that you will not pick up by dubbing it. And that is absolutely the case. But there's also definitely shows that I've watched where it's like, yes, but I also think the opposite happens. There is... Finally, found the 30th floor. Or 30th floor elevator. There's definitely plenty of shows I've seen where I think that the dub is better because it shifts it into an English context, which would not exist otherwise. One of the shows that this mainly happened for was Nichijou, which is a show I greatly love, and I greatly enjoyed the Japanese version of it, which I watched for years before it was dubbed. But I absolutely don't think that comedy is something that can be subbed and be enjoyed the same. Because it is near impossible for you to pick up on the intricacies of Japanese comedy if you are not Japanese. Simply because there's going to be so many subtle cues that unless you study Japanese comedy, you are not going to know. Whereas the dub is bringing it into your context, and you will understand it better. And I think both those shows are honestly great. Like, sub and dub, they were both great. But I would still recommend that if you're watching one or the other, watch the dub, because comedy is always going to be better if you understand the joke in your context. Anyways, who the heck was Dynasmon? I have no memory of this.
I'll take it.
No,
You are the Mega Digimon working with Omnimon to aid the humans. Enemy though you may be, I applaud your ability to have defeated Crusadermon. I merely lent my strength to the others.
Why don't they just call it Kyoko? I don't like reading the subs, not my style, plus hard to put on in the background if I'm working on something. Yeah, exactly. If you're watching anime in the background, dubbing is absolutely crucial. Unless you speak Japanese.
But without your power, Crusadermon would not have been beaten. No, that is not certain. Can one who has lost his just cause still attain victory?
What are you talking about?
If you wish it, I would happily resolve this without violence. That is not possible. We are already far beyond that now.
I mean, that's fair.
Don't you think that the utter destruction of the real world is a mistaken course of action?
Now, okay, before we continue, one thing that I do want to make sure I'm on the right, or I'm on the same page of. So the last time when we were talking with Crusadermon and she was talking about like who Kyoko was, is the implication that I'm supposed to get here that Kyoko is either there are secret members of the Royal Knights that the other Royal Knights were not aware of, or that Kyoko is supposed to be above the Royal Knights? Like, because that seemed to be the implication they were sort of getting from that, was like, you are at or above the Royal Knights level. Why do I not know who you are?
I think that is an accurate assessment.
Yeah. Okay.
Needless to say, even if I look evil in your eyes, I have but one path to follow, one path to believe in.
I like how you're arguing that, like, we look evil in our eyes. It's like, no, you are objectively evil. It's that you're evil in everyone's eyes. Like, again, this is there's no solution to this situation where you're going to not be evil. It might be something you have to do out of necessity, but you are still evil.
Come, my comrades and you humans! Which path is correct? Let a test of strength decide for us!
Well, I mean, we'll beat the crap out of you if you need it.
Come, my allies!
Yeah, I was gonna say, remember... That's actually where I was gonna go with that. Is remember, like, 3-4 hours ago? No, it's probably longer than that. Like, 10 hours ago when we ran into Leopardmon, and there was gonna be, like, a 3-on-3 free-for-all, and they're like, oh, hold on, this is not in our favor right now. And then they just forgot, maybe we should stick together so that they don't gang up on us and murder us. Because, like, he has no allies right now. Also, I should definitely swap it. So let's, I'll go with this for now, but then I'll swap out later. Yeah, Grand Kuwagamon here was the one I was talking about earlier that's also defense penetrating. And, yeah, it's, pretty good. Okay, well, prepare to die. Goodbye. Oh, well. This game really wants me to evolve more things. It's just throwing memory up DXs.
This is good to model myself for my path and honorable end. I've reached the end without wavering in my faith. My life will conclude in annihilation.
Sure, dude.
The way of the night is death and discovery. Was his laugh a bit silly to you?
Yeah.
It's all down to the will of King Drassel. Both sides determine the course of events now. The Royal Knights in a single program. No matter how powerful you may be, you cannot run from destiny.
No, I'm pretty sure we can still run from destiny. Alright, give me 1 second, I'll be right back.
Time for me to take over the stream.
Alright.
Oh.
I turned off the air conditioner in the background. The strawberry parfait in front of the station is heavenly. This world rocks! You mean the supersized parfait at the station front cafe? You ate all that? I don't know which one of these is the right call. I'll go with the bottom one. I realized in the last sentence that Ryota is always with me when I'm in trouble. Yeah, it's because he's desperately trying to ask you out. Well, you know what? Good for you, Ryota. Finally. It only took you 687 years. But you got there. Okay, let me backtrack. I don't think I got anything out of that. Nothing there. And I don't think any of these are done. No.
Did you already do the item I was not looking?
I've not done that yet. We've got over 200 memory. And I will absolutely figure out the team a bit off cam. Let me just save here in case an extra cutscene breaks out before I get to these elevators. Really? Okay, now hold on a minute. I just need to do the math here. There are 11 slots in, 11 slots in here.
Yes.
Each one of the megas is not that memory intensive, right? Like, am I crazy?
I think you are incorrect on that point. I think that the megas are pretty memory intensive.
I mean, they're memory intensive, but I don't think they're that memory intensive. Like, let me go further down. Because, like, Dianamon here is 20. So if we look at 11 slots, 20 each, that's what?
So
220?
Yeah.
And we're at 205. It's like...
Yeah.
The game is just... And I think we've missed memory ups. I'm pretty sure we have not found all of them. I don't know. It just feels like we are getting way more memory ups than I expect, and, like... I don't know. Oh, well,
as long as you don't go with the... Man, I hate the fact of getting so much memory.
Oh, no. If anything, I'm more upset that the game has... I'm more upset that the game has the cap on the party size. Like, I'd love to have more Digimon in the party. Although at this point, not really. It's more I just like to have 3 of each, so I'd like it to be 12 instead of 11. 11's a very weird number.
11 is a weird number.
Like it makes sense for how they did it, because it's like because they want a party of 3, and then it's 4 and 4, and so it makes sense.
Right.
But it's like it just no. They should have just did a party of 3 and then a 3x3.
Well, that is one way of going about it.
Yeah. Well, look, you divide 9 in a better way. Because they're not going to put more things in the party. They're not going to do parties of 4. Let me change out for some other things. We'll keep Groundramon. We'll put in Nightmon. And... sure. We'll make a balanced team.
Just as long as you don't use that Berserk Sword.
Yeah, that's true. Do not use the Berserk Sword. It's garbage. That is the one sad thing, is that I will not be unhappy if Nightmon is removed from the team because of that stupid ability that, like, it is just not good. Okay. Now let me save here again. This goes to the 36th floor. This goes to the 1st floor. So these elevators are just only down. Or are those meant to be like backtrack?
Yeah, these allow you to get to each individual like, I want to say floor, but it's not every floor, but set of floors.
Yeah, it just takes you between 1 and that floor.
12, and then 1 and, what is it, 15? Yeah, 130.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. Goodbye. Okay, now I'll use literally anything else. Just stab him. Stop buffing me. Oh hey, Death. Thanks, Death.
Just that easy.
Yeah. If only the other guy's death ability actually worked.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I mean, I'm sure if I tried using it, it might work once in a while, but... oh, god damn it.
Infrequency. Welcome to hell.
Okay, now I think the game is spoiling us too much of memory. We just got memory from the boss, a memory up chest immediately after the boss, and a memory up chest immediately after the memory up chest. Like, you could give us slightly less memory right now. Okay, well that one's worthless. There are a lot of chests here. That doesn't go anywhere. Okay, let's start with the bottom. This does go to an item, but might also go somewhere else. Escape gates, yep. This is where I just was. 38. It's just an item. Hey, Mr. B, how you doing? You had to explain to a 12th grader what the word ostentatious meant. I mean, I don't use ostentatious enough, so I might also have to look it up, but...
Well, that's like boisterous and loud, yeah?
I was gonna say, I feel like that's a word that probably could be applied to Two Bros Game Night.
Oh. Well, I guess... Yeah.
We just get a 4? Every single person attacked. Actually, that's not true, because there's 5. Because we have Kyoko.
Close. Yeah, close enough.
Yeah.
Although... I am a little bit curious. What caused the math teacher to talk about grammar and
I'm assuming that Mr.
stuff?
B used the term ostentatious, and the student asked, what does that mean?
That makes sense.
That is exactly what happened. Yeah, it's like... Speed boost.
That point when there's like... Oh, let me ask this. Do you believe that there is dumb questions? And do you say to your students that there are or is not dumb questions?
See, I'd say asking what a term means is not a dumb question. There might be questions that can be dumb, but generally speaking, as long as the person is authentic when asking the question, I don't think there should be a dumb question. Like, yes, you should know things, but if you don't, yeah.
We should condemn them. Ah, yes, there's definitely dumb questions. Is it asking if there's dumb questions a dumb question, though?
What is your middle name is a dumb question. I mean, I don't know if that's a dumb question more than just an invasive question that they don't need to know.
No.
Yeah. That sounds like it's none of your business. Yeah. VV just told me he loves chocolate. Who knew? Oh, well, hold on. I can get plenty of chocolate for VV and you.
I choose to believe that there literally is no chocolate on her side.
Yeah. I hope not. Goodbye, Puppet Mom.
But yeah, going briefly back to the question of dumb questions or not. I definitely agree with you, Mr. B.
Actually, hold on. That's a drop down. Is the other one a drop down? I think the other one's a drop down. But yeah, it's like, I can more or less agree with Mr. B. Well, fuck you too. There are no dumb questions, only dumb answers. Ooh! Absolute brutality. I need to swap. I need to swap these damn moves. They are in a bad order, and I keep using a very, very terrible move.
And we hated him, for he spoke the truth.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely the truth. I mean, I guess he could say it even more rudely and just be like, "The question, your question isn't dumb. You are dumb."
That is true.
I would be interested to know if his kids are more or less likely to ask questions after being told that they're dumb askers. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna reset this guy's whole set. Wish I could remove this move. Normally I would not do this, or I would do this off camera, but this guy's moves are so bad that I just need to change them now. Okay, looks like 85 is the best. There is a non-zero chance that you are correct. Oh, yeah. 75. Yeah, and then... He doesn't have that much move variety, so let's just do crit and anti-panic. Because why not? Okay. Now that his moves are, like, usable, and he might actually do some damage.
Well, we'll have to see if he does.
When they turn in their homework, they say, I'm gonna get a non-zero grade, right? Yeah, that's fair. Fair question. Expansion plugin.
It always depends. It's freaking trigonometry.
No, Trig's cool.
Oh, Trig is absolutely, like, really cool, but, like, I just can't remember it all.
Oh, well, I think that's fair.
It's, like, being, like, so, cosine and sine, and how does it relate to tangent, and it's like...
that is probably the worst example of I don't remember this.
No, I mean, yeah, it's cosine over sine because.
But now, if you asked me instead to explain how is cosine related to shoot, what's the what is the the other three
oh my
angle types?
Oh,
because there's sine and
cotangent, secant.
Yes, there's three more. There's sine, cosine, tangent.
Hold on. Cotangent is...
Cotangent, cosecant, and secant.
Yeah.
And then there's
three more. Or are
you
you talking about...
I can't remember what they are.
They
are so unused that no one uses them. Which is a bit of an oxymoron.
Are you talking about, like, the inverse of sine?
No, arc cosine, I use them. Then name all 9 of them. What are the other 3 that are never taught?
I only remember the 6.
All 9? Yeah, I'll get you a chart, Mr. B. Like non-inverses, none of the hyperbolics.
See, I'm with Mr. B. There's 6.
Yep.
Unless you're talking about like something different.
Nope. There are some archaic.
Are you doing like sine squared or something?
No. Hold on. I can get this. While letting this go, I'll go into auto mode and let it kill things, and I'll look it up on my phone.
Yeah.
No. Hold on. I got you. I'll find it.
SOHCAHTOA.
Archaic Trig. I don't know how to describe this.
Until you bring this to light, I'm gonna be super skeptical though.
Oh no, that's fair. I totally understand. I'm literally sitting here explaining to you that they are so archaic they aren't taught anymore because you can just replace them with other things, and you should never use them. However, they definitely exist. We went down here, right? Yeah, we went down there.
Yeah, I never learned the second half. Chosa Cow. That's funny.
Because I watched a video on this, talking about, which was like a visual description of trig functions. Okay, there's one of them. Let me look up. I'll look it up. Because I know two of them now, but I can't. Oh, there it is. They are.
I agree with this.
They are Versine, Coversine, and Haversine.
Older bro, you're under math arrest.
I can send a chart. I'll send the chart.
Send it later.
Yeah. Look, I'm letting the game play itself.
You're getting math sins right now.
I am letting the game play itself. It's fine.
You are committing math sin.
No, we already know sin and cosin. I'm talking about the ones that aren't known.
Shut up. Shut up.
Oh, hey, Death. Oh, well, okay, that's Death too.
That's a good fight.
If I run into another fight, I'll, in the next few minutes, I'll get the Wikipedia article. That's the wrong way, isn't it? Yeah, that's the wrong way. 36. Yeah, I'm quite insulted that you think I'm insane enough to be committed.
I mean, it's not about insanity, it's about... it's about committing math crimes.
Yeah. But yeah, those are the other three trig functions that nobody uses because it's so easy to convert them into sine and or cosecant that there's just literally no reason you'd ever use them. They are just not worth it. Oh, I got the Wikipedia article. Goodbye, Ravmon. I think that was Ravmon. I didn't see it long enough to actually make sure. But... I'm going the wrong way again. Stop backing up me. This is me getting punished.
Alright, so let's see what this is.
Oh yeah, the other one is X cosecant. Chord. Chords are used. But not usually used in Trig. But yeah, basically the radius of a circle can be defined as cosine plus versine. Yeah.
That is true. Like, there's all incentive for us. And
It's
like,
only, there's only incentive for you. Oh, and yeah, an X secant. So yeah, there's actually 12.
And the best part about this is that this is so, like, all this stuff looks like such rubbish and nonsense that no one would be able to understand him in any meaningful way. So, like, it isn't about insanity, it's about being archaic enough to be misunderstood.
Yeah, look, I sat here and explained to you that it was archaic. Like, I literally sat here and said it's not taught in school because it is so archaic and has so little use that it has no need to be taught. And now I'm getting shit on for being like, he's talking about this archaic shit. And it's like, yes, that was the conceit.
Yeah, but, like, I disagree with you for the fact that you're like, hey, you're missing some. Apparently, we needed to...
I explained at start that they don't teach them.
You literally were like, you're missing some.
Yes, I said you're missing the other three.
Cosine,
I also missed three.
Cosine, and it's just like... You're just playing these weird stuff, and I think that...
I'm just telling you that more
unfriendly.
things exist in Trig than those 6. But no one ever wants to use them because they're worthless. Do you need to care or know what the X secant is? The answer is no. Of course you don't. It's worthless. So is the fucking coversicant or coversine. Nobody cares. But they exist. There's a chart that explains how they all relate to each other.
Reading charts. Disgusting.
Now I'm gonna go back to trying to figure out how the hell to get out of this place.
I gotta admit, I have just totally not been paying attention.
You're totally off at this point.
Yeah, I'm looking at these stupid charts and being like, that's actually kind of cool, but like, I really shouldn't be looking at this.
It really
right now.
shouldn't be! Fuck off!
I'm still waiting.
I mean, I like the fact that the X secant is the distance. It gives a definition of how you reach tangent. It's like, you take the line, you take cosine, you extend it to the edge of the circle, tangent goes straight up, and then X secant is the distance that you add to the radius to intersect with the tangent line. And it's like, yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah, 1 plus whatever is
Yeah.
there.
Versine literally gives a relation between cosine and the radius of a circle. Because cosine plus versine always equals the radius. It's like, it's super cool. But it's not worth it. Hell, half the time it's not even worth having both cosine and sine when you could just have one of them. And both of those are technically linearly independent and useful. These are not useful for anything. Now, okay, so this is the drop-down floor. So this is the floor I don't want to go to. I think I want to go to the 38th floor. Or did I already do all this one and then it didn't go anywhere? I can't remember anymore. We're gonna go this way.
I've literally...
I know that it's one of these two. This is... We're in the right area now. You're waiting for your professor to grade your post? Or post your grade, sorry.
Yeah, this was the finals that he was talking a little while back.
Yes, I do remember this. I mean, to be fair, Mr. B, maybe your professor's also busy studying this kind of random crap.
Only you would. That.
It didn't instantly kill. No, I feel like there's plenty of people that are just as random as me.
Of course you would think that.
I don't know what you're quoting, Mr. B, but I do enjoy it. Okay. Where the hell were we? Okay, I think this is the place. Yeah, we got this item. We went here.
A+ quote though.
Absolutely. Please die. Okay, I wasn't expecting you to die that easy. Okay. 37.
I love to imagine this is just Mr. B's basic response to... This is Mr. B's default response to dumbaskers.
Oh, no, that makes sense. I can see that. Hold on, did I go backwards? Okay, that's the place we dropped in. Look, at this point, I'm walking around in circles in an insane maze, and I'm just trying to figure out how to get to a place that is able to be progressed. I would just greatly like to not be stuck in Silph Co for much longer. Thank God this isn't timed. Like, if we had to go through a timer in this level, I would just give up on this game.
No. It wouldn't be that bad if they had a timer.
No, I cannot.
Well, for this maze, but I'm just saying, like if they added a timer, they wouldn't make it hard.
I don't even think it would matter if they made it 2 hours long. Because the entire stream has been this maze, and we're an hour and 12 minutes in. So the timer would have to be over 2 hours. Because, like, we haven't gone that slow. Even despite my distracting Mr. B with learning more about trig functions. Finally!
Oh, you fought a boss. Isn't that enough to make you happy?
The boss is Mr. B's attention span.
Oh.
Or not attention span, because it's not really his attention that's the problem here. It's his interest in entertaining this lunacy.
I mean,
That is the boss that we fight. And I don't think that we beat it.
you haven't beat the maze yet, no.
I don't know, I'm beating Mr. B's ability to entertain this lunacy. I mean, the maze, I think we've gotten, like, a good, decent amount on.
I mean, look, if we want to go with, like, an entire different, like, genre of math that I actually kind of enjoy, but have totally forgotten everything about, is Matrixes.
Oh, I hate matrices.
Matrix math is amazing, and
here's
like,
the thing.
I really had a lot of fun.
Matrix math is extremely useful in the sense that matrices have such, like, set ways of working them that it is very easy, if you can turn something into a matrix, to convert it into whatever you want. But but matrices are just god awful in every other regard.
Yeah, the main thing is that you have to, like, memorize what everything's doing.
Well, here's my problem with them. I would probably like them more if I didn't learn them in literally my junior year of university. And that was after our physics professors were like, what do you mean? You have not yet been taught how to do matrices.
Huh.
So, we only learned about them because the physics professors taught them, because no math class taught them.
That's sad.
We used them for one thing in physics, and then never again. And I am sad we had to use them in physics.
Oh, don't say that.
Okay, we've definitely beat the maze. Unless you're gonna tell me there's some maze on the outside of this goddamn building.
There's a maze on the... no. You're through the worst of it.
But yeah, Mr. B, what is your opinion of matrices? Like, are you a big fan of them? Because, like, it's cool to see what people do with them. Because, like, you can define the derivative operator with matrices. And just define, like, all calculus using matrix manipulation. And it's cool to watch, but it's just like, but I would hate doing this. Okay, well, I'm guessing that this is the end of the building, because there's a thing right here. Now, why is there more? Oh. Because there is an item. And guardians of that item. Taizokai Mandela! What the heck is that attack? What is this attack, and why is it the Mandela effect? Okay, I want to be clear that I'm not intending to kill this Digimon, like, quite like that, but it keeps happening. Just absolutely crushed to death. Miracle Meat. That's not worth it. It's not worth it for that walk.
impossible other encounter.
Okay, well, we've got the team set up for at least the default. So we may have to restart here and reset the team depending on what we have to fight. And I'm guessing the fight's gonna be Arata, but so here's Leopardmon.
Oh,
Hey, did you
you
predict
came?
this?
He's still recharging. I'm thinking I'll eat him once he's charged.
Yeah, Arta, give me a second. Hey, Leopardmon, did you predict this?
Shut the hell up! No, that's not it. The truth is, I was waiting for you, Takumi.
Of course you were.
You remember? Way back when? It's okay to laugh. I was such a dork.
Honestly, you were cooler then than you are now. Now you're an idiot.
I said I would protect you all, but actually, I was just scared.
You were 8. It's not your job to protect everyone. It still isn't your job to protect everyone.
You've kind of lost that responsibility. I was scared, and I left him behind.
You were 8! Oh, Arata. Like, seriously, dude. I don't even think Yuko blames you. And it's her brother!
You tried to help Yugo back then, didn't you? Thanks, on behalf of my best friend. Dead best friend.
Wow. Can't believe that Arata hates us so much that we aren't even his best friend anymore.
Bam. But I'm sorry, that was supposed to be my job.
I mean, you know what? At this point, maybe you're right. Maybe you should have been the one to go instead of Yugo. But you know what? You didn't. And we need you here now. You idiot.
And it's one I'm finally ready to do. That's why I've been eating, and eating. I've gained so much power.
You've gained so much power, but you're weaker than ever. And more stupid than ever.
And so...
What the fuck? Okay, did you need that door for that? Huh? Oh. A being called Arata.
Don't interfere. Get out of my way. Forget my past.
You... Are you literally asking us to forget your past when the entire reason you're doing this because you can't goddamn forget the past?
Yeah.
This is the most stupid, hypocritical argument I've ever heard.
And let me do it all over again. Just don't look at my hideous form.
What, are you actually trying to time travel? Is that your fucking goal here? Oh, become a perfect being so I can go back in time and save him. Or some shit. Because, like, otherwise, what the fuck are you even doing?
I'm asking you as a friend.
A friend would have stopped 30 miles ago!
Like, a friend would have just killed Arata at this point.
A friend would have killed, Suedo.
Yeah. And so... Give me your power.
No. Why does he have a fucking X that like has a broken texture behind him? I don't like that texture. You know what? I'd really love for that to work. It won't work. Oh, it's doable. What I should do, however, since these are neutral, is change it. So he's worthless. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. We'll swap in the defense penetrators. Yeah, that's doable. Slow, but doable. Okay, so I'm gonna have Groundramon be the healer. Yeah, that should be plenty.
Full heals.
No, I just used B.
Nearly full heals.
Yeah. And just because I can... Interrupt handler. Okay, speaking of handlers, I've been watching videos recently on Super Mario World and games like it where they're it's from a guy who's explaining like why certain glitches happen. And most of the time it's, well, the game has tables and instructions that don't understand that the table has ended, and so it just reads way further than it's supposed to in code. And it's just like, yeah, that's about right, isn't it? Because the guy whose video I was watching described as like, this is why most modern coding languages will crash if the table is not the size does not match the instruction like limits, basically. If the table can be exceeded or is an unexpected size, it's just like, no, you can't run this. Because it's just like, no, you need to make sure that the table cannot be exceeded.
Error handling.
Yeah, it's very important. Okay, so we just kicked his ass.
I will.
You're an idiot, Arda. Why are you getting closer to him? Oh yeah, I guess we can just hack into him, can't we? He's Data. Takumi, help him. You helped me, didn't you? Arda, at this rate you're going to...
Why are you hesitating? Are you uncertain whether you can do it alone, whether he'll even hear you? Don't underestimate yourself. Or him, apparently.
Jump in! Full force!
He'll hear you. How do I know? You two are friends, right?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we're more friends than we are with Nokia.
Like, this doesn't make any sense to me, because it's just like, you guys are friends, then why did he put himself inside the situation in the first place?
Because he believed that this was the only outcome that could possibly solve things. And he's an idiot, as we have previously established.
Yeah.
Like, if you, for some reason, decided that the only possible way to make your video game was, to be a success would be to hack into Google and take over Google, that doesn't stop me from being your friend, or me saying you're an idiot.
What did you come here for? Do you need another look at my pathetic self?
Dude, you literally ran the #1 or #2 Hackers Guild. Like, you were second only to fake Yugo. Like, you should not be capable of believing you are pathetic.
You're incredible, you know. Always able to do the right thing straight away. But I'm not like that. I can't do anything. Worried about how it'll look.
I feel like that's bullshit.
And it ends again without me being able to help a friend. How pathetic is that? Such an idiot. I kept telling myself that since this world was digital, Yu-Gi-Oh would be safe, since none of it was real.
Dude, you were 8. Like, you had someone die in front of you while you're 8. Are you seriously sitting back and saying, I was so weak because I experienced trauma and didn't know how to handle it and still don't really know how to handle it. I'm a failure!
I can't believe I wasn't able to handle everything when I was a child.
Yeah.
But that's not the case. And I knew it better than anyone since I watched the whole thing happen. Curse Suedo for having made us forget something that important.
See, I'm pissed off at this game because this game keeps creating situations where it's just like, well, he made you forget because you were gonna do shit like this! And it keeps being like, well, yes, having them forget their memories is the only possible solution for them not being insane maniacs. And it's just like, how about you just fucking go to therapy? How about you talk to someone? Hey, look, it's Takumi, your other friend. Why don't you fucking talk to him about it? Maybe he'd be able to help you.
To be fair, it's easy to say that when you know that that is an issue. The problem is that Arata didn't know it was an issue because he forgot about it.
It's fair.
Order of operations. But as soon as he started to remember...
Yeah, he could have just, I don't know, talked to us? Like, anyone talk to Yuko? Hell, talk to Kyoko? Anyone! Maybe don't talk to Nokia. But anyone else.
And look at me, putting the blame on someone else. I'm a disgrace, huh?
Wait, did he put the blame on someone else? I thought he was putting the blame on himself.
He blamed Suedo.
Oh, for taking his memories. I mean, yeah, he did steal your memories. You should be pissed off at him for that.
Whatever the case, I shouldn't have forgotten. I was the one who decided to run and leave Yugo behind.
Just imagine being pissed off, being like, oh, I'm so pissed at myself for forgetting when somebody literally stole my memories and made it me incapable of remembering. Just, I'm a failure!
Yeah. You really are. I have very little empathy for Arata. Shut up! Don't worry about me! I don't need your sermon until you're petty either!
Here's the thing. I have sympathy for him because the only reason I have sympathy for him is because he is still a better character overall than Nokia.
That's not a high bar.
It's not. I didn't say that it was a high bar.
What else could I have done? Was there some other way?
Don't merge with an eater. Like, talk to someone about the trauma that you remembered.
There's no way a kid like me could rival the genius of Suedo. I want him more power even after dogging him. What else could I have done to save Yugo? I'm so pathetic. How could I face you all? I can't go back.
Just gonna keep going down.
You don't give up easily.
I don't give up at all.
Don't worry about me.
Oh, good. Main character finally had some sense. Just deck him.
Now you'll see a part of the game that, well, maybe after in a little bit, but you'll see a part of the game that really made me mad the first time. You! Why'd you bring me back? I should have stayed the way I was!
You dumbass.
I should have stayed an assassinating murderer! You idiot!
No, you idiot. This is warranted.
Give it a rest. Damn it! Yeah, no right. What was that? I don't get you. Come on, say something.
He's a mute main character. What do you mean, say something? He's not mute. He has actually talked multiple times. Yeah, that's fair. Oh! Well, I mean, it'll be okay for him, just not for me, I guess. Takumi?
That's... There's nothing wrong. My body is...
Look out! Were we too late?
No. Hey! I'm sorry I'm late! It's Akino, everyone's favorite star!
Nokia, stop making up new names for yourself.
Could be. I might be running a tiny bit late. I really messed up. Hee hee.
Hurry, Nokia.
Roger that, Omnimon.
I'm pretty sure that's Omni Moon at that point.
Moon. Okay, folks, are you ready?
Hot-blooded tamer boy. Yeah. Okay, we're not gonna remember all these voices.
All set.
Ready when you are.
Okay, let's go.
Everyone just logs in all at the same time. I'm sure this won't cause any bandwidth problems. Zaxxon's hacking from Zaxxon. The demons are hacking from the demon base. Hey, Leopardmon, did you see this coming?
I couldn't have foreseen this. Yeah, major success. Keep going. Suck out the energy till it's dry.
I'm shocked that you did it, Nokia.
Yeah, I did it, Yuko. Can I have a present? I want a present.
No. But you could have contacted us for orders. There wasn't any need to come here, was there? If you'd contacted us when we were ready, we could have timed this better.
Huh? But at the strategy meeting... Hey, Omnimon? Huh? What gives with the silent treatment? Hey, Takumi, didn't you ask us to come at the strategy meeting?
Actually, you kind of volunteered. You yelled it out and then just darted off like a hare. Just another day on the Nokia Express.
Oh my, I see. Is that how things went? Or was it like this? Or like these? Like which?
Nokia, let's apologize.
Yeah, I'm sorry to having darted off like that. Hee hee. I knew it. You're all idiots. Jerks. How can you all talk like this, that, at a time like this? It's no good. I can't.
Well, at least he's having a good time.
Oh, my stomach hurts.
Arata?
He's broken.
He's always been broken.
Shut up! All of this is your fault! I think I blew a gasket.
Hey, at least you could think again.
That's right. If I had just trusted you jerks all along from the start. Yeah.
Yep.
What's this? I'm losing my power!
Did you foresee this, bitch?
How could the likes of human ruin Crusadermont? No, my plan! How is this possible?
Hey, look! Something he couldn't have foreseen. It's a miracle.
My plan! Leopardmon, your scheme has been foiled. You! What are you?
No, who am I?
My name is Alphamon. Alphamon?
What? The legendary 13th Royal Knight. You actually do exist.
Why show yourself now, and as my enemy?
I exist to... Oh, that's you.
I exist to control the Royal Knights. My purpose is to keep them from running amok.
I have failed my job.
Amok, you say? It is the will of King Drassel to destroy the human world and protect the digital world!
That would be the running amok part.
Indeed. But I was also sent here by King Drassel's will. Don't be absurd! There's no way the will of King Drassel would ever block my path! If you are his chosen, then make the right choice! To save our world, mankind needs to be destroyed!
Hello, Wakara Setai. As much as I love Digimon Cyber Sleuth series, my gripe with the game is the story. 70% feels like a side quest as it boils down to fetch quests, finding Y person and completing missions. I mean, here's the thing. I'm fine with that. I just wish that the story made more sense.
Sense? In our video games. Humanity's immature and foolish misdeeds are what caused the Eater Menace to bring our world to the brink!
No. As we've proven previously, Crusadermon was capable of creating her own Eaters if she wanted to. So, technically, you would have brought your own destruction. The only time the story ever progresses is at the very end of any chapter. That's fair.
Yeah.
And it's
then you get
and half the
stuff
chapters
like
don't feel like they're actually progressing the plot at all.
And then you get weird stuff like the Occult Club.
Yep.
Look at them! Their foolishness will lead to our own destruction as well!
That is not for you to say.
Foolishness is but one part of humanity. I have also seen their capacity for growth. Let us therefore trust them. Enough of this pointless banter!
You're right, it is pointless. We can just defeat you here and now.
If both of us claim the will of King Drassel, then our conflict is also the will of King Drassel. In other words, the winner represents King Drassel's true will. You fool.
You idiot.
You are the fool for making the wrong choice and trying to belie the incredible intelligence of my plans!
As your boss, it is literally my job to belie your plans. Your plans are stupid!
I predicted this!
You predicted your boss showing up and firing you?
The legendary 13th Knight coming in from the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, proclaiming themselves my boss and firing me.
How sad that I must meet my final comrade in arms, only to bid you a final farewell at the same time!
That is sad. You could continue to work with us. Unfortunately, that's not possible due to your idiocy.
Well, it's not his idiocy, it's his, psychopathic nature.
Yeah, fair.
You dared to steal some of my power! Mock me not!
Technically, it wasn't your power. It's the power of the Earthlings you hate, which means it's not even Digimon power.
My god, he's downloading more RAM! I am Leopardmon, the most powerful of the knights!
Okay, you joke about that, but I'm pretty sure with this universe, it might actually be possible to download physical RAM. Like, I think that might actually just be possible here.
Aww. Are you ready, my dear Watson?
I'm sorry, what?
What do you mean, what? Let's go.
Omnimon is literally the power of faith, considered the strongest Digimon in the lore at peak power. But that literally is only when the fate of the universe is at stake.
Everyone, lend him your energy!
Yeah, that sounds right.
It's time to get to work.
Okay, time to beat his ass.
Poor Leopardmon.
Oh, hey, look, he's Data type.
Oh no. Leopardmon, look out!
I don't think I'll kill him in one round. So he will survive for a bit.
The whole 2 rounds?
Okay, I say that, but like, that's pretty close to one round.
Pretty damn close.
Yeah, like.
Oh, the defense down on the ally.
No. Yeah, speed down.
Speed down.
Oh no, we'll still kill. Yeah, defense penetrating is busted.
At least when you have ×2s and times.
Yeah, it's just goodbye.
No! Oh, hey, look, another memory up.
Yep, DX, in fact. I definitely think at this point I can mega every person on the entire team.
That I might be defeated, that unrivaled justice can falter here. That's it. Destruction must be King Drassel's will. Now that my end is here, I finally see the light. I don't know what I've been
You are
planning
staring
doing
into
this
the black
entire
hole of Nokia.
time. Oh, black hole. Well, that's a deep black hole.
Yep.
May the will of King Drassel utterly destroy the human and digital world alike! There is no greater proof than my perishing here.
You know what? I didn't think I could ever say there's anyone more delusional than Suedo, but Leopardmon is pretty damn close to being more delusional than Suedo.
Worlds far and wide be destroyed, vanish like me, leaving no trace behind. Boom. There are no more royal knights to oppose you.
Now we just need to find a way to handle the massive eaters who've come from the digital world.
Well, we could take them down one by one. But hey, there's a legendary royal knight here. He can use legendary power and do legendary stuff. No, that would take too much time. In that case, our only option is to ask you-know-who for help.
I think that I am.
Do you mind?
This one. That's fine. Oh, that's right. Suedo. My, I see everyone's here. Arata, you've given up on evolution.
I trust these people. I ain't buying your crap anymore.
I see. Well, that's fine, I suppose. Since you're here, I'm assuming that means
Since you're here, I'm assuming that means you found have a way, right?
Excellent, Arata. Brilliant deduction. Let me get right down to the explanation. But first, let me go on about my delusions a little bit longer. To end this disastrous situation, all we can do is send the Eaters infesting Tokyo back to the digital world. What? If we release the digital wave that is pooled in the digital line, the dimensional door will open. That will attract the Eaters, then in they go. Happily, the digital line is already primed thanks to the energy you took from Leopardmon. The plan can be executed at any time now. That is absurd. You would further doom our digital world.
Yeah, we're not letting that happen!
Of course I won't let such a thing happen. It would just mean the end of our evolution. When I played, I went for the Fire build, Wargreymon, Dynasmon, Megadramon, which was also a vaccine data virus team. Increased fire 15, increased fire 10, 35% damage boost on top of type advantage. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Damage on damage.
Did you know that the Eaters have what could be called a main unit?
The Eaters' main unit?
Now, didn't we defeat the Eaters' main unit? I thought that was Arata.
No.
Yes, the Mother Eater itself. Eliminate that, and all the other Eaters will be wiped out in turn. So I'm guessing that that Master Eater is the one that contains Yuga. Just guess. You don't answer questions.
Dude, this game, the plot of this game is a little bit wild.
Just a little bit, you know?
Because, like, okay, I'll remind you back to the Yugo communication. Remember, Yugo's in every single Eater.
Yeah, it's everyone, and yeah, they're a hive mind.
But then they're like, oh, but this Eater is a special unit that contains all the other Eaters, and it's like,
well, I think the idea they're going for is like it's the Eater Queen. It's the idea that they access the hive mind via but there is a thing like that. You can have, because I've seen stories of, like, there's a story I'm reading right now where there's a hive mind created by, like, a mushroom. And when it attaches itself to you, it causes you to be in constant feelings of pleasure at all times. It's very strange. But the point is, there is, like, a mushroom that all the others connect from. That's, like, the core. And so it's like, yeah, if you destroy that core, then it completely would separate all the others from each other. So in theory, they would all end up being individual hive minds, technically.
Okay, then if that is the case, then the issue I have is then when did the Queen arrive?
Yeah. That's the question. Because the logical thing is the Queen Eater
the Queen
was
would be
the
the
one
first,
that took Yugo. Because that was the first
Yeah,
one.
that should have been the first Eater.
Yeah.
And perhaps it evolved after eating Yuko.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see where they go with this, but that would be my logical assumption.
Oh, sorry. Where is this Mother Eater?
Ah, it's deep in the digital world. King Drassil's core. King Drassil, the host computer that can be called the creator of your world, has been worn away by the Mother Eater and has lost most of its functionality. This may be the reason why you Royal Knights have broken ranks with one another. Wait, if we know where the Mother Eater is, then we should go to King Drassil and remove it. Why do we need to send the Eaters back? Unfortunately, you'll never be able to get close to King Drassil by charging him blindly. But hold on, Suedo, this doesn't make any logical sense. Your argument is that the Queen Eater is in the digital world. And so your plan is to send all the Eaters back to the digital world. Would that not, therefore, cause us to struggle more to get to the Queen Eater?
You send in the reinforcements to not have to deal with the reinforcements.
What? The wide-scale loss of functionality includes King Drassil's security system. The sounds he is making is already answering the question. Yeah. It will be unable to discern whether anyone who approaches is friend or foe. I surmise that the instant we enter the digital world, we will be dealt with as bugs. However, seeing as the Eaters are all part of the Mother Eater, they're a different story. If we send Eaters that have incorporated a program of my devising back to the Mother Eater en masse, we could attach them to King Drassil and temporarily take control of the security system.
Oh, that sounds super safe.
Okay, so just to be clear, you want your plan, rather than just fighting the security system, which we have shown we are quite capable of doing by fighting all these Eaters and killing them near instantly. Rather than doing that logical thing, instead we should try to attach a virus to the hive mind and try to corrupt it so that we are treated as non-invasive species.
I think that "we" is kind of...
Well, yeah, the "we" here is in quotes.
Yeah,
that's what he's saying. Yeah, what he is saying is "we." What he means is himself. But
yeah.
But yeah, like, I feel like that's more insane.
And then we eliminate the Mother Eater.
So I'd just like to point out, the entire game is continuously said he's insane, and yet we keep listening to him. Why have we not killed him?
That's because he's part of our friend group.
He is not.
There was five of us, you see. There was Takumi.
We know that's bullshit. We've talked to the other person.
I mean, Yuko, Arisa, and Suedo.
That's bullshit. You know that's bullshit. I know that's bullshit. Every person in the audience knows that's bullshit. And Yugo, the person we've talked to and seen, knows that's bullshit. The ghost of the white boy? I don't know if I believe these rumors. Yeah, the person that's objectively Yuko's brother, that she's called her brother, and whose personage that we are trying to save.
Couldn't be. I think I follow you.
There is no other way to remove the Eater threat from both worlds.
Oh boy, I'm totally clueless here.
Here?
So, like,
you've always been totally clueless.
That's true. So, like, this is our only chance, right?
It would appear so. Now, to put this plan into action, there is one request I need to make of the Royal Knights. Opening the dimensional door is a simple matter. However, I am dubious as to whether enough digital wave energy has accumulated in the digital line to actually keep the door open. That is why, after the Eaters are in the digital world, and until Mother Eater is eliminated, I need you to hold the door open from the inside.
Leave that part to us. Random team, go!
Magnamon!
You guys!
Now, isn't this heartening? Let us open the door to a new age, a new world that I control. Speaking of which, let's make some quiet little adjustments to the digital line. Master Arata, Miss Yuko, would you help me? And let's not forget Miss Akinoa.
What? Me too? But wait, what do you mean? Don't forget about me!
Actually, could you forget her? Like, if the security system targets her, that'd be fine. Dear me, you've simply showed you've got a rather unique knack for hacking the digital line is all. She win!
Does nothing, relies on others to do all of her work, and gets all the credit.
Alright then, everyone. I'm counting on all of you. Okay, right now. Okay, let's dive on in.
Got it. We push it wide open from the inside. Let's just go back.
It seems crazy, but we've got no other choice. What about the ones inside buildings?
You know, this threat wasn't actually, like, this is a threat that wasn't actually defined about Eaters being inside the real world, right?
No, I think we saw it a couple times, but it's not.
Well,
it's not been that established.
Like plaguing everywhere.
No, yeah. It's just been implied that's been happening in the background, but it's not. Yeah, no. There, the door has opened. This magic circle connects to the digital world. Whenever you're ready.
Let me ask you one thing.
Yes, what is it?
You said we must eliminate the Mother Eater, but do you have an assured means of doing so?
Heavens, didn't I explain? Of course there's a way to do it. We extract the foreign object within the Mother Eater, the mental data of Yugo Kamishiro. I believe Eaters were never meant to prey on data from life forms such as humans in the first place. But once Yugo was devoured, their dietary habits changed. Incorporating human mental data was what first gave Eaters their present form. Yes, they evolved! The Eaters are now protecting his mental data, as it was the impetus for that very evolution. It is held very deeply, very carefully, deep within their core. You can't mean the same place my brother said the Eaters were keeping him trapped.
Inside the Mother Eater thing?
Ultimately, he serves as a type of core. If my theories are correct, when we remove him, a very interesting phenomenon will occur. Reversible programs being overwritten, time being turned back on itself. Okay. Now, this is the part that I don't think is very logical. Of like...
we're just arriving there.
Yeah, just like... Again, like defeating the Queen and that shutting down all the other Eaters, that's maybe possible. Extracting Yugo from the Queen, sure. Reverting their evolution because they no longer have Yugo's data, despite the fact that they have about 1,000 other people's data. Less logical.
That is fair.
Also, what do you mean time being reverted?
I guess this is like a grandfather paradox.
Yeah, but also, what do you mean time being reverted? Like, literally time being reverted, or metaphorically?
What?
The Eater's memory integration network is beyond our understanding, our imagination, and even our ability to comprehend. They are always sharing information and always making choices, but every instant is remembered. They have no concept of a capacity limit nor any concept of time. They simply remember.
How can that be?
Also, what the fuck does any of that even mean? You're thinking it's not possible, correct? Then what about the things you all re-experienced recently? About what happened to you 8 years ago in Eden in the digital world? What you saw is what Crusadermon downloaded from Eater memories and recreated in virtual reality. She probably made some adjustments as part of her nasty little trap, but still. Why do you know all this? To be truthful, I am a part of the Eaters now. Or more accurately, I merely have special access to their network.
So that's how you pulled off your tricks.
Cracking and tricks are the same thing. You could do it too if you wanted to, Arata.
You for real?
If Arata can do it, then so can I. Why?!
That is... I have not played that one.
Yeah, I've not either. I mean, this is my first Digimon game. Probably not the best place to start.
I disagree. I think that this is one of the easier entries to digest.
How? It is literally
Look,
17 grand pianos of complexity. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is the most digestible.
Look, man. Yeah. You gotta believe me.
Yes, of course, anyone can do it. But human beings reject these possibilities on an instinctual level, and you are no exceptions. This is because of your having been unable to realize true unlimited potential while having been overtaken by Eaters once previously. Well, let's save that discussion for another time. It's rather a long story. Anyway, if the key data that triggered the Eater's evolution into their current form were to disappear, my calculations indicate that time will rewind itself to a point before Yugo's mental data was devoured by the Eaters 8 years ago. Okay, but again, their time or all time? The present will become a future that never happened, and this proper past will be our new present. No, I think he literally means actual time. What the fuck are you on about?
Excuse me. Take it, Miss Kyoko, in our studio audience. This phenomenon is feasible in the digital world.
Yes, I mean, it would make sense that you could literally revert to a previous instance. We do that with software now. But we don't do that with physical human beings.
And with the material and digital realms having assimilated with one another, I think it's beyond the impossible at this point.
Right, but how would it revert to points before they assimilated? Whatever. Without a doubt! When the Eaters cause time to reverse, I wonder what effect will be seen in the real world through the connection with the digital world. Well, that's a concerning problem. It is possible that Eden Syndrome will disappear. After all, it will be as if the cause of it never existed.
You're talking about the law of causality, right? I was beginning to think along those lines too. But how do we get Yugo out?
That shouldn't be any problem. I would think you've already experienced it, Arda.
Yeah, no duh. Hang on. If Eden Syndrome disappears, that means Takumi and Yugo can return to their original bodies, right?
I mean, No, because they won't have ever not been in their original bodies. You're thinking too linearly. There is no return. We will never have... This will never have happened.
You're not thinking fourth dimensionally, Marty.
Literally. Like, it's... If we accomplish this, we literally revert time to 8 years ago. Like, none of this happens. I completely forgot about that.
I just thought I was a special human. That's kind of out of left field. It's a solution I totally hadn't even imagined.
Nokia, you can't even imagine algebra level math, let alone the complexities of fourth dimensional time travel.
Huh? But right now, anything's possible.
Anything is possible thanks to bullshit.
Rescue Yugo and bring him and Takumi home. The grand finale will be a happy ending.
Wait, but if we revert time to 8 years ago, then our friend from the other universe will never have visited us. We cannot have that. Rena must exist. This might be out of left field too, or maybe it's wishful thinking, but I can't stand waiting here doing nothing. I want to see my brother.
Yeah, definitely!
Can we please save soon? See you later! To the surprise of no one, there goes Suedo.
I'd like to say that we should carry on as well, but...
What's the matter?
At present, the digital world is a very dangerous place.
As opposed to this world, which is a very safe place.
We don't have a lot of time, but that makes no sense to just... But it makes no sense to just rush in and make mistakes. Do you have anything left to do? If so, take care of it before we proceed. When you are ready, we'll head to the digital world.
Yes, ma'am. 8 messages. Oh, fuck you. Just because I said I understand basic level math. Which Digimon uses the 4-bladed special move Spiral Masquerade? I don't care. Pop quiz. What is 3 times 4 plus 12 divided by 6 times 4 plus 3? Okay.
It's 12 plus 8 plus 3. 23.
One. What's that in binary?
Okay, that in binary? 15, I think?
Yeah.
Maybe? No.
But yeah, 12, yeah, 12 over 6 is 2, times 4 is 8, yeah. So 12 plus 8 plus 3, yeah. Yeah. Hold on, there are more messages. Oh, yeah, there we go. I'll be back in Japan. It's been years. Here's to the day we meet! Again, this is your mother. What? Okay, guys. We're gonna stop here and come back next time and probably talk to Arda and progress the game. Maybe. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that we need to do outside of progressing the game. So, but that's for next time. Anyways, like and subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch. Comment to our videos. We do read them. Follow on Twitch. And we will see you all on the next game night.
Meet Merp.